man. And he'll work this forward for about second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a give, running left is Harris. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8 coming up. Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jonnu Smith, 65 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Back to throw. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Go, go, go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, that he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Second and 8. Off the play fake. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hand. The catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. 1st down, here's White. And he's got room. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Jones now on 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Harris going to get it again on second down. Powers through him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it right side of White. Fights loose. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down, and they go back to Harris. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, 32 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 27, Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
58, boys, 58, 58. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll leave this one for White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jones on 3rd and 2. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dexter Lawrence able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both of these coaching staffs with some big decisions to make coming up as the preseason draws to a close. This second half is going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Jones to throw on third down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. This is Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is down to 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. There's Shepard. What a catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They run with Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. A give to Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Run, go!
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, fighting off the defender. That one a first down pickup of 8.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Glennon. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jamie Collins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
Now Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Perry. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
We played to win.
11 more on that one and another first down. We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Stevenson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Glennon. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. picked off by Brian Poole. And the Pats have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.